Okay guys, today we're doing the Grizzly Extreme 45 caliber. We're not going to bother with interior wall testing on this ammunition. It'll blow right through walls as best we can tell. Let's put it through some gel and some meat and see what happens. So, Grizzly 45 ACP at
10 feet.
10 feet. 4 layers of denim, pork ribs with a plastic wrapper, and a bone-in shoulder.
Looking at the blue jeans, you can see where the bullet penetrated the blue jeans, and then penetrated our ribs. Can you pull that out of there? So the exit wound in this piece of ribs is not nearly as large as I thought it would be. Entrance on the pork shoulder is right here. You can barely see that. And then the exit through the back side, I think it's right through this, right there. Made a hole about 3/4 of an inch across, all the way through about 6 inches of pork shoulder. It did enter and exit our wall board. We did not recover the round, so we're going to shoot this test again with some ballistics gel behind it to see if we can capture that round to see what it looks like, and then we'll repeat the test in ballistics gel as normal. We repeated that test as we promised, and entry side into the blue jeans, kind of unfolded our jeans on us. It looks like this one actually did a little more damage exiting than the first round did. And then you look at our pork ribs. This is the second shot. Did it hit rib there, Steve?
Yeah, it took a chunk out of the rib right there. It didn't break it, but it took a chunk out of it.
Okay. And then we hit the side of our pork rib over here. It looks like it kind of moved to the side and decimated a pretty good chunk there. We embedded it into our wood. Then it penetrated 2 pieces of wall board, simulating 1 interior wall, and we found the bullet at rest after bouncing off the front of this ballistics gel. And you can actually see the wings where they hit. So the implication here is that if it penetrated a fairly beefy portion of meat, a person in the next room, the bullet would actually bounce off of it. So it expands to about 1 3/8 inches.
Yep.
Alright YouTube, Rick and Steve, those Grizzly rounds into straight ballistics gel. Probably the most interesting round we've fired in this little series of events. You can see that this thing opened up like a throwing star and created a wound channel that, to me, looks like a wound created by a broadhead. Penetration is about 8 inches, which is pretty good. And I found the recoil on this 175 grain bullet to be stiffer than any of the 200 or 230 grain bullets I've fired out of this Glock. We just fired a Grizzly Extreme through 2 layers of drywall. And it appears that in the first 8 inches here, some of the leaves, maybe 1 leaf on the bullet, opened up and made that telltale broadhead type cut inside the gel. Unfortunately, the round completely exited 16 inches of ballistics gel.
This is the previous round for the previous shot, so ignore that.
Yeah.